you curious to learn about the telltale signs that you may be dealing with an evil person? In this video, we delve into the depths of human behavior through the lens of Buddhism, examining the subtle yet powerful indicators that may signify you are in the presence of an evil individual. Lesson 1. Kindness appears. Only when being watched in the teachings of the Buddha, true kindness is pure. It comes from the heart. It asks for nothing in return. But some people show kindness only when others are watching. This is not true kindness. It is a mask. An evil person often wants to appear good. They smile in public. They speak softly in groups. They help others only when it is seen. Their actions are not for love. They want praise. They want control. This is false kindness. When no one is around, their face changes. They may become cold. They may become cruel. They do not act with care when there is no reward. This is a deep sign of evil. The Buddha taught us to look beyond appearances. We must observe the truth. Such people may volunteer. They may give gifts. They may show great acts of service. But inside, their mind is filled with pride. They want to be praised. They want to rise above others. They use kindness as a tool. This kind of false kindness creates confusion. It makes us doubt ourselves. We may feel that we are wrong to sense something strange, but your inner feeling is not wrong. The heart knows when something is not right. Trust that feeling. The Buddha taught that our actions must match our inner truth. A kind heart remains kind even when no one sees it. A pure soul gives quietly. A good person acts with compassion, not performance. If someone acts kind only in front of others but behaves differently in private, this is a red flag. Over time, this behavior causes pain. You may begin to feel empty. You may feel used. You may feel like love is only given as a reward. Stay mindful. Watch the patterns. Do not judge quickly, but do not ignore your peace. The true path is quiet. It is gentle, but it sees clearly. The more you walk the path of mindfulness, the more you will see through false kindness. The Buddha reminded us that actions born from ego lead to suffering. True kindness does not need an audience. It does not need praise. It flows naturally like water. When you see someone who changes based on who is watching, step back. Protect your spirit. Lesson 2. Compassion is twisted into control in Buddhism. Compassion is the highest virtue. It is the seed of all goodness. Compassion means to feel the pain of others and to wish them well. But an evil person can twist compassion into something else. They use it as a tool to control. They offer help, but there are strings attached. They support you, but remind you often. They act like a savior, only to hold it over your head. Their compassion is not pure. It is a trap. This is not the way of the Dharma. The Buddha gave without holding back. He gave without keeping count. True compassion is free. It does not bind. It sets you free. When an evil person helps, they do it to gain power. They want you to feel weak. They want you to feel that you owe them. Over time, you feel stuck. You cannot say no. You feel guilty. This is control, not care. Their voice may be gentle. Their face may be kind. But the feeling you get is fear. You worry you may upset them. You fear their withdrawal. You feel small. This is a sign of false compassion. The Buddha taught us to be careful with attachments. When someone gives with expectations, it creates bondage. It steals your freedom. An evil person gives you a gift, but takes your soul. You may hear words like "I did everything for you," or "you wouldn't be." words of love. These are chains. Real compassion never demands. It never reminds. It just gives and lets go. This kind of false compassion also leads to shame. You may begin to doubt yourself. You may feel unworthy. You may believe that you need their help to survive. But this is not true. You are strong. You are enough. True compassion empowers. It uplifts. It brings peace. The Buddha's compassion never controlled anyone. He offered wisdom and freedom. You must learn to see the difference. When compassion is used to hold power over you, walk away. The Dharma does not bind. It frees. Real compassion does not expect anything back. It does not bring fear. It brings light. Lesson 3. Energy is drained, leaving silent confusion. An evil person does not always attack loudly. Sometimes their harm is quiet. They do not scream. They do not strike. But when you are with them, your energy fades. You feel tired. You feel confused. You do not know why. The Buddha taught that everything is energy. Our thoughts, our actions, our company. Some people give you peace. Others steal it. An evil person often leaves you empty. They do not fill your soul. They drain it. You may leave a conversation feeling lost. You may feel that something is wrong, but you cannot name it. That is the sign. It is silent confusion. It is inner unrest. You feel like something was taken from you. They may twist your words. They may speak with half-truths. They may act kind but say things that hurt in small ways. They create an atmosphere of doubt. You doubt your memory. You doubt your heart. Over time, you feel broken. You lose your sense of self. You forget your joy. Your heart becomes heavy. This is the power of silent harm. It is invisible but deep. You may feel like you are walking on eggshells. You may stay quiet to avoid conflict. You may feel alone even in their presence. These are signs. True spiritual connection brings clarity. It brings light. It makes you feel alive. If someone makes you feel dead inside, they are not a good soul. When compassion is used to hold power over you, walk away. The Dharma does not bind. It frees. Real compassion does not expect anything back. It does not bring fear. It brings light. Lesson 3. Energy is drained, leaving silent confusion and evil. Person does not always attack loudly. Sometimes their harm is quiet. They do not scream. They do not strike. But when you are with them, your energy fades. You feel tired. You feel confused. You do not know why. The Buddha taught that everything is energy. Our thoughts, our actions, our company. Some people give you peace. Others steal it. An evil person often leaves you empty. They do not fill your soul. They drain it. You may leave a conversation feeling lost. You may feel that something is wrong, but you cannot name it. That is the sign. It is silent confusion. It is inner unrest. You feel like something was taken from you. They may twist your words. They may speak with half-truths. They may act kind, but say things that hurt in small ways. They create an atmosphere of doubt. You doubt your memory. You doubt your heart. Over time, you feel broken. You lose your sense of self. You forget your joy. Your heart becomes heavy. This is the power of silent harm. It is invisible but deep. You may feel like you are walking on eggshells. You may stay quiet to avoid conflict. You may feel alone even in their presence. These are signs. True spiritual connection brings clarity. It brings light. It makes you feel alive. If someone makes you feel dead inside, they are not a good soul. Buddha said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life." If someone takes that inner flame, protect yourself. Step away. You do not need to explain. You do not need to fight. You only need to protect your energy. Your peace is your most sacred gift. It is your temple. Walk with those who bring light. Sit with those who make you feel calm. Let your body speak. It always knows. When you feel drained and confused, it is a message. Listen to it. The path of the Buddha is clear and open. It is not foggy. It does not leave you lost. Let the door guide you out of confusion. Return to your breath. Return to your center. Silence the noise. Protect your energy. Evil cannot stand the light. When you see clearly, evil loses power. Stay awake. Stay rooted in your peace. Lesson 4. Manipulation creates isolation from others. A pure soul builds connection. It creates unity. But an evil person seeks to isolate. They want you alone. They want to control your thoughts. To do this, they slowly pull you away from others. They may say they don't understand you, or you can't trust them. At first, it sounds like care, but it is not care. It is separation. The Buddha said that Sangha, or spiritual community, is one of the most precious things. We need others on the path. We need shared wisdom. Evil people know this. That is why they isolate. They use manipulation. They twist truths. They plant doubts. They make you question your friends, your family, even your teacher. This is how they gain full control. Once you are alone, they become your only voice. They become your world, and you feel trapped. You feel leaving. You fear speaking. You feel helpless. This is the sign. Isolation is not protection. It is control. It is the tool of the evil-hearted. They break bonds. They build walls. They do not want your freedom. They want your silence. The Buddha taught interdependence. We rise together. We suffer together. No one should be cut off from love. When someone begins to pull you away, stay mindful. Ask yourself how you feel. Even if they say it is for your good, your heart knows the truth. Real love connects you more deeply with others. It opens doors. It builds bridges. It does not lock you inside. If someone makes you afraid to speak, afraid to love others, afraid to leave, then it is not love. It is control. An evil person uses this isolation to feed your doubt. Without others, you cannot hear new thoughts. You cannot grow. You cannot see the harm. This is their design. But the Dharma always shows a way. Find your Sangha. Return to your breath. Let the truth enter again. You are not alone. The Buddha is always near. His teachings are the light in dark rooms. Trust the people who let you breathe, who let you grow, who let you be yourself. If someone limits your world, they are not helping you. They are caging you. Choose freedom. Choose open space. Let go of the grip of control. When you break the chain of isolation, you will feel your strength return. The Dharma will lead you home. Lesson 5. Weaknesses are studied as tools of power. An evil person does not love your softness. They study it. They wait. They look for weak points. They find your wounds. They learn your fears, and then they use them. The Buddha taught that all beings suffer. Our pain should be honored, not used. A kind person helps you heal. An evil one uses your pain to rule you. They listen to your story. They remember every fear. They seem gentle at first, but later they bring up your past to shame you. They use your worries to control you. They press your wounds. You feel small. You feel ashamed. You feel powerless. That is their goal. A true soul sees your pain and gives you peace. They do not bring it up to hurt you. They do not use your tears as weapons. But an evil person does. They wait until you are weak, then they strike. This behavior may not be loud. It may be subtle, but it is real. You may feel anxious. You may feel nervous around them. That is a message. Your weakness is not a crime. It is part of being human. Do not let anyone use it against you. The Buddha never used pain to control. He used it to guide others toward freedom. You must protect your heart. You must guard your peace. Do not share your soul with someone who turns your truth into tools of harm. Watch their actions. Notice how they respond when you are vulnerable. Do they help or do they gain power? This is how you will know that true love holds space for your fears. It makes you feel safe. It helps you rise. Evil makes you feel broken. It keeps you low. Let go of those who take your pain and make it heavy. Be near those who hold your pain with light. Buddhism teaches compassion. It teaches right view. It teaches mindfulness. Use these to see clearly. You do not need to stay in places where your spirit is not honored. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of safety. Your weakness is sacred. It is not a tool. It is not a weapon. It is a doorway to awakening.